गातुं यज्ञाय गातुं यज्ञपतये दैवीं स्वस्तिरस्तुनः स्वस्तिर्मानुषेभ्यः ऊर्ध्वं जीगातु भेषजं शन्नो अस्तु द्विपदे शं चतुष्पदे ॐ शान्तिः शान्तिः शान्तिः. The meaning of this one is from Rigveda. So we worship and pray the Supreme Lord for the welfare of all beings. May the miseries and shortcomings leave us forever, so that may we always sing the Lord during our holy yajnas. May all the medicinal herbs grow in potency, so that all the diseases may be cured. May the divine beings rain peace on us. May all the two-legged creatures be happy. May all the four-legged creatures be happy. May there be peace in the hearts of all beings. So Yoga Sutra, its topic is Yoga Sutra. Today is an attempt to draw an analogy between Yoga Sutra and Bhagawat Gita. So Yoga Sutra, Patanjali's Yoga Sutra follows the footstep of Bhagawat Gita. Bhagawat Gita is called as Yoga Shastra. Every chapter of Bhagawat Gita ends with, it's an Upanishad, Brahma Vidya and Yoga Shastra. And Patanjali Yoga Sutra, Bhagavad Gita has 700 shlokas, and Patanjali Yoga Sutra has 195 sutras. And Patanjali takes the inspiration from Bhagavad Gita. For example, Patanjali's first sutra, it's in the second sutra, it talks about Yoga Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Patanjali talks about yoga means it's a Chitta Vritti. I will talk about Chitta Vritti Nirodha further later. That Chitta Vritti, the gross meaning of that one, it's controlling the mind is the purpose of yoga. It's the same sutra, it's the same shloka is there in Bhagavad Gita. Yatro paramate chittam niruddham yoga sevaya. It's a Bhagavad Gita also talks about the same thing in the meditation chapter. In the 620, the shloka 620. Yatro paramate chittam. It's doing the yoga practice, mind becomes calm and serene. And Patanjali talks about, defines the asana as stiram sukham asanam, stira sukha asanam. It's any posture which we can sit in one posture without any discomfort for a long time is called as asana. And Bhagavad Gita in the 6th chapter, again it talks about Shucho Deshe Pratisthapya Stiram Asana Atmana. Sit in a comfortable, clean place. Stiram Asana Atmana, that with the comfortable, firm position you sit. It's Bhagavad Gita talks the same thing, and Patanjali draws the inspiration from Bhagavad Gita. And Patanjali talks about it's how to do the practice. It says Abhyasa Vairagyam Tannirodha. With the do the practice without any expectation, without getting attached to something. Do the practice. Then it's Abhyasa. Abhyasa, do the practice. Vairagya, with the it's a firm commitment on non-attachment, is not to get attached, do the sadhana. And Patanjali, Bhagavad Gita, it talks about Abhyasena tu kaunteya vairagyena cha grihyate. Through that, it talks about the same thing. Abhyasa and vairagya, you can attain that one, Sri Krishna says. And regarding the pranayama, Patanjali talks about Tasmin sati shwasa prashwasa yogati vichedana pranayama. Tasmin sati, that regulation of inhalation and exhalation is pranayama. Patanjali defines. And Bhagavad Gita in the 4th chapter, it talks about apane juhvati pranam prana apane tata pare prana apana gati rudva pranayama parayana. Regulation of ingoing air and outcoming air. Regulation of that one is called as pranayama. This is what the knower of pranayama talks about. That's what Sri Krishna says. It's a Patanjali Yoga Sutra. It's if you read closely with Patanjali Yoga Sutra and in light of Bhagavad Gita, it's very easy to understand Patanjali Yoga Sutra. And going back to Patanjali Yoga Sutra, we'll touch upon a few I selected few sutras and I will explain on that one. And the first sutra of Bhagavad Gita, Patanjali Yoga Sutra, it starts off with Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Anushasana, it's a Atha, it's a now. Now means, now let us practice. Now means, what were you doing until now? That when you say, now we will do this one, that means you were doing something else before. It's a Atha means now. Until now, what were you doing? It's a series of conversation. Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Whatever you have done before, now let us be disciplined. Let us be serious about your practice. Atha Yoga Anushasanam. Shasana means Shasana means applying the rules. It's in Indian Parliament, legislators are called as Shasaks. Shasaks are the one, though they impose rules on others. Patanjali says, don't apply rules on others, apply rules onto yourself. Atha Yoga, let us be serious about our practice. It's a meaning of that one. And another meaning of A means Aha iti Brahma. A means that the letter A means Supreme Lord. Ta means abbreviation for Tata. Tata means all pervading Lord, all pervading Supreme. Let us practice the yoga not for the sake of practicing, to know about the all pervasive Supreme. He is in our heart also. Let us practice the yoga to know about the all pervading reality. And the second one, it's a yoga, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Chitta Vritti Nirodha. It's a mind. Chitta means mind. Chinta means we'll say not to worry, not to chinta, not to do the chintana, not to do unnecessary worrying. So gross meaning of this one, Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Unnecessary thinking on something. It's a wandering of your mind, you have to stop. That is the meaning of that one. Come to the present, not to think of the future or brood on the past. Be at the present. When the mind comes to the present, mind calms down. And chitta, it's a mind. Mind opens up. It's a mind has a different sphere. It's a one type of mind is called as a Muda mind. Muda mind means lazy mind. Lazy mind, however much you tell some person, they are not interested. It's a cold day, it's a rainy day, I want to sleep. It's the only weekend I get, 5 days I work, I want to relax. It's a Muda mind. Lazy mind, that is one type of mind. Second type of mind is called as Kshipta mind. Kshipta means very Rajasic mind. One Muda mind is a very lazy, tamasic mind. Second type of mind is called as, it's a Rajasic mind. It's I come to some place only if there is a benefit for me. Can I make any business contacts? Can I make any business deals? What I will get out of this one? If I am not getting out of anything out of this one, it's a waste of time. I'm not coming. That I want to do something else where I can earn more money. It's another second type of mind is called as Kshipta mind. And one is it's Tamasic mind, second is Rajasic mind, and the third one is called as Vikshipta. Vikshipta, sometimes mind is charged up. Yes, I will do that one. But halfway through they see something else, they go digress. It's a unsteady mind. Sometimes Sattvic, sometimes Rajasic. It's not dependable mind. Sometimes all committed and after few days drawn up. It's a Vikshipta mind. And fourth type of mind is called as Ekagra. When mind starts getting concentration. Yes, this is the path I want to tread. I want to tread this path. However difficult is this one, this is the path. I will tread rest of my life. This is the Ekagra. I got the focus. Now no more wavering. I got the focus. I start treading in that path. And last one is the Ekagra. Last one is called as Nirodha. Nirodha mind means called as the place you have reached, that the goal is fixed. Whatever is the attraction, you are not moving away from your goal. Goal is set. Whoever cajoles you, entices you to tread the wrong path, you are not moving away from your path. That is Nirodha. It's a Chitta Vritti Nirodha. Raise your mind to the Nirodha state. From the Muda mind it's a kshipta mind. Vikshipta mind, raise up to the ekagra and take it to the nirodha. Raise up to the nirodha so that you are not digressing. Now path is fixed. Let us be serious and focus your mind onto the nirodha. Don't start hopping from one platform to another again. There is keep your mind fixed on nirodha. And then abhyasa vairagyam, how to achieve this one, how to get this focus. It's Bhagavad Gita also says, and Patanjali also says, only through the practice, no other means. There is no shortcut. Only again, you may slip, again pick up on that one and practice. Don't give up. It's abhyasa vairagyam. Vairagya means if any other things are tempting you, it's develop. It's a less interest for the things which are tempting you, which are pulling you from that one, and get attached to the thing you like. If this yoga is the path, read about that one, hear about that one, develop, listen to the great speakers, get motivated and tread that path. Abhyasa vairagyam. Only through the practice we can achieve this one. And fourth one is how long I have to do this nirodha. Is it 1 month, one term course? This term we started in October, it finishes in December. Is it okay when this term I do? It says Satu Dhirga Kala Nairantara Satkara Drida Bhumi Sevita Drida Bhumi. It's a Satu Dhirga Kala. It's not a one-term business, 1 month business, 1 year business. It's a lifelong commitment. Lives to come. You have to practice lives to come. When you practice many lives, that perfection, it comes through practicing through the many lives. Satu Dhirga Kala, no weekend break. It's a weekend, maybe party is there. I'm not giving up my practice. Come what may, my practice comes priority. However, difficult is my schedule. Our Council General was saying that her busy schedule, she couldn't come to the yoga, but it says it's a yoga practitioner. However difficult is your schedule, do not skip your routine. It's like a Sandhya Vandana. However difficult is your schedule, do not skip your Sandhya Vandana, same is practice. Satu Dhirga Kala, Nairantar, without any break, without any holiday, as an offering to the Supreme Being. You are not doing to build up your muscles, as an offering to invoke the grace of the Supreme Lord. You are doing that as a Satkara Sevito, Drida Bhumihi, in a firm place. If you are practicing at home also, have a private place. It is not moving from one place to another. Today guests have come, okay, I will do it from another room. And today children are having a party, I will move to another room. It says, do not move from one place to another. Keep a private place for your sadhana. That is your place and private place, and it's not for public audience and public discussion. It's a private place. When you do that one, when you sit, it's in that place, mind gets tuned very quickly. Mind gets tuned and you can do the sadhana better. Satu Dhirga Kala Nairantara Satkara Sevito Drida Bhumihi. And I can do that one, but Patanjali says that there are obstacles are there. Many obstacles are there in sadhana. Yes, I want to do. I'm convinced I want to do. But what to do? I fall sick all the time. It's my health doesn't permit. That Patanjali talks about antaraya. Antaraya means obstacles to sadhana. There are many impediments to sadhana. It's to overcome the impediments. It is said we need deep conviction. We need firm guidance. Somebody should be always motivated. We need to have some role model and firm conviction and the grace of the Lord. These three should be there. That when we have all these three, we can overcome the hurdles in the life. These antaraya, that what are the obstacles we face? Vyadi, Sthyana, Samshaya, Avirati, Bhranti Darshana, Samshaya, Pramada, Alasya, Avirati, Bhranti Darshana, Alabdha Bhumikatva, Anavastitani. These are the antaraya. It's Vyadi, one is health doesn't permit to do the sadhana. That is called as it's a physical limitation. Health, I'm always going to the bed, always getting hospitalized. I can't do the practice. Vyadi is a Vyadi. Sthana and Samshaya. Sthana is a mental unsteadiness. that it's a hallucination or it's a psychic problem. It's a body is okay, but mentally I'm unstable. Mind plays up that it's a mind taunts me, mind doesn't let me to do that one. It's a depression problem, anxiety problem, vyadi, sthana, samshaya. Third one is I don't have a conviction whether my teacher, what he says is right or wrong. I doubt my teacher, or I doubt my scriptures. I doubt everyone. That no conviction. I keep doubting everyone. That is called as it's a samshaya. It's another obstacle. It's a samshaya. It's a pramada. Pramada. Unknowingly we tread the wrong path. Not knowingly, unknowingly we do some mistakes. Go into the wrong path. Alasya. Alasya is laziness. Laziness prevents. It's another obstacle. Avirati. Avirati is overindulging senses. It's too much of partying, late night parties. It's too much of enjoyment, external enjoyment. It's another obstacles to sadhana. Bhranti darshana, hallucination. You start hallucinating. You may be practicing for 1 month. You think you achieved the siddhi, some siddhis. You think you accomplished something. It's a hallucination. It's overconfidence on oneself. It's another obstacles to sadhana. Bhranti darshana and alabdha bhumikatva. I have been practicing for 10 years. Still, no, I can't see anything. What book says, it's all bogus. I give up. It's alabdha bhumikatva. Too much of expectation. I want things to happen very quickly. It says it's not easy, that you have to practice. Alabdha bhumikatva, do not give up. It's when you set, goal is set, when the mind has reached the nirodha state, do not give up. However, it's a difficulty is your path. Alabdha bhumikatva, anavastitani, unsteadiness. Unsteadiness, if I start practicing yoga and somebody tomorrow comes, no, they said the yoga is all useless, do this one. You practice this one. I will give the kundalini will be raised within 24 hours and give $1,000. Kundalini will be raised in half an hour. Or jump that people says, give up that one, take. It's the anavastita, unsteadiness in practice. Start, stop, start, stop. It's another obstacle to sadhana. And these are the obstacles to sadhana. And only through the deep conviction, and we need to have a role model. One person we can look up as a role model. Yes, that this person is not, he's a role model. He or she inspires my sadhana. We need to have a role model, and the God's grace is required. And another Patanjali talks about that what should be the mental framework of yoga sadhaka is maitri, karuna, muditata, upekshana. Very friendly approach. And maitri, karuna, very compassionate with the people who need any assistance. Karuna, muditata, take delight in it. If anything good is happening, take delight in that one. And upekshana, if anyone is criticizing you, overlook that one. And that's the mental framework yogi has to develop. And ritambara tatra prajna, and the truth. Books say, I may read something. If I read a commentary on this book, and if I read another book, it's a totally contradictory comments. I'm totally confused. Who is the right author? Who is the right commentary I got to trust? And Patanjali says, Ritambara tatra prajna. Contemplate. When you experience that one, that is the highest truth. Whatever book says, whoever says, ignore that one. Your personal experience, do not deny your personal experience, however great is that person. When you are doing the sadhana, when you experience certain things, that is the highest truth. Ritambara, that ritam vadishyami, satyam vadishyami. Ritam is the truth. That truth we experience when you do the sadhana. When you get the truth down within, that is the highest of the truth. However great is that person, reject that one. Follow your heart. This Patanjali talks about that one. And whenever mind wavers, moves away. Vitarka badane pratipaksha bhavanam. When our mind feels dull, demotivated, you counter that one with a positive one. Whatever mind goes negative way, you counter the same argument in a positive way. It's something negative, counter that one with a positive, so that you can raise up your mind. And Patanjali further says, Amrita, you want to get that back? Yoganga Anusthana Ashuddhikshaye Jnana Deeptira Viveka Kyate. By the practice of limbs of yoga, impurities in the heart gets removed, and the truth inside shines out. By the limbs of yoga, that by the practice of yoga, impurities gets removed, and the Ritambara Tatra Prajna, the truth inside, dawns out. By the limbs of yoga, what are the limbs of yoga? Patanjali talks about. It's Ashtanga yoga. It is called as Yama, Niyama, Asana, Pranayama, Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi. And these are the 8-limbed yoga. It's a yoga sadhana. And Yama and Niyama. It's a Yama 5 in number, Niyama 5 in number. It's a Yama, Niyama, Asana, and Pranayama are the outward form of sadhana. Pratyahara, Dharana, Dhyana, and Samadhi are the inward sadhana. And Yama and Niyama, it's a Yama and Niyama, like a swastika symbol. Swastika symbol, we see that one, it's in swastika, it has both horizontal line and vertical line. Both horizontal line and vertical line. And vertical line indicates the spirituality and the spiritual norm. Horizontal line in swastika represents the social norm. You need to have a good blend of social norm and the spiritual norm. You are not only spiritual, not only social. You need a good blend of those ones. That is indicated in swastika symbol. It's a vertical, it's a niyama, and horizontal is yama. We need both spirituality and social norm. We are not in the name of spirituality, we are not becoming antisocial, and at the same time, we are not becoming too social, forgetting about the purpose we are come from. We need a good blend of good family relationship, good social relationship, and with good relationship with the community, and at the same time, we should not forget about the highest spirituality. It is the symbol of swastika in Yama and Niyama. And ahimsa is ahimsa paramo dharmaha. Ahimsa is like a elephant footprint, which encompasses all the footprints. Elephant footprint is so big, in that footprint you can put in giraffe's footprint or camel's footprint, lion's footprint. It encompasses. If you are following the ahimsa, you are following all the other dharmas. And it's a ahimsa. Also, we'll talk from the ahimsa. Today in the afternoon, Arun Dheer will be talking on gut feeling, and talking about the gut feeling, that our teeth structure is not designed for eating meat. Our canine teeth are very sharp for carnivorous animal, for tearing up the meat. Our teeth structure, molar structure is not designed for that one. Our molar structure is designed for eating the vegetarian. And and also our esophagus, our digestive tract, from mouth to the aperture, bottom aperture is about 10 meter long, and in the stomach it's very convoluted. Carnivorous animal digestive system is straight through. Residence time in the stomach is very little, and whereas in the stomach, in the body, in a human body, residence time is about 5-6 hours. If you eat meat, it gets putrefied and people fall sick quite often. It's one way of keeping good health. You watch what you eat. Jaisa an, aisa man. What you eat, you become that way. And it's a vegetarian food. Also talking about, we are the protectors, not the distractors of the world. We have to look after the nature. And also the next one, it's Bhagavad Gita, it talks about it's who becomes a healthy yukta ahara viharasya yukta chestasya karmasu yukta swapna avabodhasya yogo bhavati dukkha. Those who practice yoga, the practitioners of that yoga becomes the dispeller of grief, dispeller of diseases. Those who know yukta ahara, one who knows what to eat, when to eat, how to eat, yukta ahara, how to recreate, whom to recreate with, whom to make friends with. Yukta swapna avabodhasya, when to sleep, how long to sleep, when to wake up. One who knows this one, that's that person, it's a yoga becomes a dispeller of grief. And in the 17th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, again talks about what type of food we have to eat. It's ayus sattvam bhala rogyam sukha priti vivarjanaham tasya snigdha stira hridya ahara satvika priyaham. It's ayu, the food which should be succulent, which should be nourishing. It's full of, it's not a stale food. It's food which promotes the life, vitality, strength, health, happiness, satisfaction, which are succulent, juicy, nourishing. It's are pleasing to the people of sattvic nature. It should be these type of food the practitioner of yoga should adopt. It's a fresh, juicy, succulent, not putrefied, rotten food, not too spicy. It's not too hot, not too chilly, not too salty. It's too hot, too salty food, or Rajasic food type of people like that one, and Tamasic type of people like putrefied food, stale food, rotten food, eating from the same plate. If it's in modern fashion, it's 2 or 3 people are sharing the same plate and eating something and giving it to others. It says it's a tamasic type of this one. It's our saliva also. Do not share it with others. It's have a separate plate. It's a tamasic type, and purity is the sattvic type. And you practitioner of yoga need to observe that one. And also environmentally, there's meat eating. It's for example, this chart, it's producing 1 kilo of potato to 1 kilo of beef. It's 200 times more water is required, and water is a scarce resource, and it's not economical to eat meat. That it's so much of water is required in the Western countries nowadays. In Belgium and other places, every Thursday is a vegetarian day. All the restaurants, they have to serve vegetarianism, vegetarian food. They are awakening to this one, this concept. It's methane gas is released from the animal produce. It's affecting our environment, and water-wise also it's not economical. And in the West also they are waking up. It's a vegetarianism. Be vegetarian and not to be a burden to the society. And our next generation should not criticize for overusing exploiting the environment. And this bag I asked Amrit to bring, it's next one. It's everything has energy, and it's a positive energy and negative energy. And as you practice yoga, we can experience these energies. It's if a person is there, it's if I'm sitting, that person may be 500 kilometers away from him, but when you practice yoga, you can pick up the energy from that person. You know how it's what type of person is that one? By practice of yoga, you can do that one. And the type of food we eat. For example, that here I have apple, and I have onion. You can pick up the energy on this one also. That food what we eat. If you are eating, last time I demonstrated beer can. Since it's a temple, I didn't bring that one old beer can. I picked up from the street, and we can pick up the energy. I will show you that everything in the universe like pradakshina, like electrons orbit around the nucleus clockwise, And our moon orbits around the earth clockwise, earth orbits around the sun clockwise, and entire solar system is in motion. It's going clockwise. Clockwise means your object is on your right side. Your object is always on the right side. That is called as pradakshina. If you are going reverse, that is keeping the object on the left side, that is called as negative pradakshina. This is, we will check the energy on this apple and onion. This is normal rosary. We will, you can observe it is going clockwise, and when it comes to without moving this one, without moving, see it is going counter. It may be onion, garlic, doctor says it's a physiologically it may be good, but for sadhana it's a yoga chitta vritti. It is not good for the mind. It may be good for the anatomy, it may be good for the, but if the doctor says keep it in moderation, not eating for the taste, but for the health. If you are using as a medicine you can eat, not for the taste. Some people they say without onion I can't cook, and not for the taste, that it has a negative energy. And Arvind Joshi, he has brought cup of coffee and tea, and it's a coffee. It says not good for practitioners of yoga, and so is tea. And you want to keep it away? And as you practice yoga, you get you get tuned for the subtle things in the life. Earlier days, you are not used for that. Those things were not coming to your cognition. As you practice yoga, the finer things, subtle things, you are aware of those ones. You can feel that energy. That's the point behind this one. That it's energy. You can pick up the subtle energy. And I will, it's not moving, it's moving. And it's a be like a visitor in the world, use little and give most. That's the another principle of yoga and yama, that do not use it for yourself, leave it for others also. Use as little as you can and give most. And your carbon footprints, make it as small as you can. Do not eat meat. Meat increases the carbon footprint. And yama further continues on satya, asteya, brahmacharya, and aparigraha. Satya means it's a what is seen. The truth, what I see may not be always right. The truth may be different. That what I see may not be the ultimate truth. That truth you have to contemplate upon. What is the real truth? Only through the contemplation you get that one. Satya and asteya. Asteya, non-stealing. Brahmacharya means to get the goal, to raise the mind to the nirodha, we need to have the higher ideals in our life. If we don't have focus, our mind gets dissipated in a lower basal channels. That to raise the energy, have a goal, think, have a role model, think great, have a noble aspiration, think a goal for your life and work towards that one. Think big, work towards that one. That is called as brahmacharya. That it's a goal should not be a small one. I should have $100,000 in the bank account. Yeah, it's also a good goal, but you can achieve that one. It's a trivial goal. But as a practitioner of yoga, that you have something that which even in the last minute of your life, I was thinking that if Yama comes, you lived for 70 years or 90 years or 100 years, tell me one thing which you want to remember, all 100 years, you want to remember that thing. It's in the last minute of your life, you won't think of your Porsche car or $1 million bank balance. You want to think of something in the last minute of your life. It's that you have to achieve that. Have that goal. In the last minute, what is precious to you, think about that one and work towards that one. Not when you are healthy and hale, not that goal. In the last minute of your life, what is so precious, you cultivate that one right now. That is brahmacharya and aparigraha. Aparigraha, minimize your needs and it's use as little and give as much as you can. And niyama is called as shaucha. The shaucha is a purity of the body, purity of your mind, purity of your thinking. It's a shaucha. Santosha, another hallmark of a yoga practitioner, be happy for no reason. Tosha, tushyati. Tushyati means happy. Samtosha means completely happy. Happy for no reason. When I have everything or if I don't have anything, still be happy. That is the hallmark of a yoga practitioner. It's a happy. Be happy. If you are very happy, you make others happy. If you are always brooding, if you are always dull, you make others also dull. It's a santosha. Santosha. Tapas is endure the difficulties in life. No one's life is easy. Everyone's life, they have to go through the hardship. And tapas, endure the difficulties in your difficulties without complaining, without grumbling. It's tapas, swadhyaya. You can endure this one only when you can start reflecting on the scriptures. Go through the scriptures, take inspirations from the scriptures. Scriptures are nothing but many case studies that the it's giving the stories of in the difficult time that Lord Rama, his mind state was this way. How is my mind state? It's for comparing. If comparing the role models, many role models are given in the Ramayana.